This right here is an absolutely beautiful vintage Rolex GMT Master reference 1675. It's from the year 1967 and is an awesome example of how luxury watches can become more legendary and desirable over time. Actually, everybody who knows watches and sees this one is amazed by it. And in this video, you'll learn why exactly that is the case. So let's jump right in. The Rolex GMT Master 1675 is the second reference in a long line of models that started in the mid-50s with the first GMT Master reference 6542. Also known as the Pussy Galore, a fictional character portrayed by Honor Blackman, who wore such a watch in the 1964 James Bond movie Goldfinger. Our watch, the 1675, came out in 1959 and stayed in production until 1980. By the way, we did a Chrono 24 review episode on the history of the Rolex GMT Master, so if you want to know more about the other references or learn how the GMT complication works, make sure to check out that video. So, the earlier version of this Rolex GMT Master reference had the caliber 1565 inside them. They had glossy dials and thin cases. Around the late 60s, the GMT hand was also changed from small triangle to a larger one, like you can see here. The 1675 has a tritium covered dial and hands that barely light up under UV light anymore. It is so because tritium is a radioactive material, so it glows regardless of the lighting conditions. However, it also ages and eventually will lose its ability to glow. This example, as we said, is from 1967, so as you can see the dial is not glossy but matte, it has a large GMT hand and the Rolex caliber 1575 inside. The Rolex GMT Master 1675 is 40mm wide and around 12.5mm thick, so it's comfortable to wear regardless of your wrist size for the most part. What really makes vintage watch guys' hearts beat faster is the 1675's bezel. Originally, the watch came with the blue and red bezel that collectors nicknamed the Pepsi for obvious reasons. However, oftentimes the value of certain vintage examples is measured by how the bezel insert on the watch is faded or changed color. Sometimes it's an even fading, creating something that collectors call ghost bezel. Other times, the red turns into a beautiful vivid magenta color. The bezel's color and originality is such a crucial part of the GMT Master story that inserts are often priced at several $1,000s. The 1675 is arguably one of the coolest vintage Rolexes out there. So it's no surprise that many of our colleagues chose it over other very interesting models when we asked them to pick their preferred watch.
Definitely the 1675.
Certainly would be the GMT Master.
I would go for the GMT Master.
What year is this?
1967.
Oh my gosh.
This one is very light with the patina and the bezel is in a very good condition.
Smart move would be the 1675.
This is like one of the most perfect watches out there.
When it comes to the price, the 1675 sells for around $16,000 on Chrono 24. And as you can see, the price has almost doubled over the last 5 years, which is quite impressive if you ask me. If you look at the sales numbers of GMT Master models, you can see that the 1675 is the second most sold model, only behind the 16700. So this Rolex GMT Master is a perfect example of how vintage watches can not only withstand time and usage, but can actually become more beautiful and desired over the years. In this case, the bezel is perfectly faded, with the colors still being vibrant enough for the white numerals to be readable. The dial, the case, the bracelet, everything is in great condition. This is what makes this particular model so special. So, what do you guys think about the Rolex GMT Master? Do you own one? Would you like to get one at some point? And if so, which one would you go for? Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time and enjoy your watches. Bye bye.